Hello, Capricorn. How are you? Welcome, Capri. Let's see how your energies are for this moment. So you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, disregard this message. And it applies to everyone who has their sun, ascendant, as well as their moon or Venus in the sign of Capricorn. Capri, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Remember to activate all the bells so you can get notifications for the new videos. If you'd like, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts for new content. If you need a personal consultation, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. All right, let's channel a message for the sign of Capricorn. Let's see, Capri, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. Nine of Cups, very good energy, Capri. Regarding everything related to work, also your physical side, your job, money, I see you there working with a lot of responsibility toward a goal, toward an objective. I feel that this consistency and discipline you're putting into your personal project or your job, I feel like it's about to give a great result because there's something here. I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of joy or happiness. That's why I say this effort and dedication and also the love you've put into your project and your work, they're about to, it's like it's about to bear great fruit. Because you're about to accomplish something here that you've always wanted. Whether it's a promotion, a raise, if it's your personal project, an expansion of your work, these things may happen. Also, there's something here about maybe forming a partnership or a collaboration with another person or with a group of people. It's a moment, Capricorn, where you're making big decisions regarding your work. Have you realized what is useful and what maybe isn't anymore? So you're focusing on what's useful. Let's refine things. Let's expand our knowledge. Let's update our work tools. Maybe you'll become more detail-oriented with certain things, but by being so focused on your work and also bringing creativity and passion to it, the result will be completely different. It will be different. So, is this really rewarded? I think they're where they need to be. The path is opening doors for them to a new work and economic world. And this can also be a new way to generate income or new sources of income. Are they also removing restrictions or obstacles that were in your way at work? And resources, money, and assets are starting to come in. Okay? Your effort and dedication are being considered, they're being recognized, and this attracts a lot of people. A lot of people like this. They connect. There's a real connection here with what you're doing. And that's the source of happiness here. Not from I've made it or I'm making it. I feel like I've found the way, that's the path, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So it's a great, great moment for everything related to your finances and your work. Capricornio. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. Let's put general and available energy. Let's take 3 more arcana. You have the Two of Pentacles. How much gold do we have? Death. And we have the King of Swords, King of Wands. All right, let's continue. The decisions you're making in your work area are looking strong because a change is coming. There's an adjustment on the way. I feel that work-wise, I see you with a lot of work. That's true. I see here, Capricorn, that you might be working day and night, sometimes on weekends, doing overtime. Do you like it too? Of course you do, but pay attention because sometimes you can't do everything at once. The body also needs to rest. The mind needs to disconnect a bit. You also need some distraction to recharge your batteries and then come back. It's hard for a Capricorn to say this, isn't it? But the energies are indicating that you will be going through a kind of transformation or change in your project or at work. But this has to do with a choice you're going to make. I feel like you're handling quite a few things at the same time. That's why I say several tasks. Maybe one job, two jobs, or a job and a project. There are several sources of income, and here it's about, well, let's analyze. Let's analyze what's useful and what isn't. It's not about maybe doing more, but about producing in a different way, in a much smarter way, in a different, wiser way. Maybe that's what you're starting to experience now. This big change in your economy and your work is closely related to the idea that more is not always better. It doesn't mean that to earn more money, you'll have to work twice as hard. And maybe that's what you're starting to consider. Maybe you'll start delegating work or automating tasks that you used to do yourself, right? This is like starting to streamline work, starting to save time, starting to focus more on the quality of a product than on the quantity of something. So it's like you're going to start cutting back there and gaining time, and that's what's important right now. I feel like you have plenty of energy, that you're at a point where you feel very confident in yourself and in what you do. I see you really empowered, Babe. A lot of self-confidence with big goals to move forward, but they're going to be moving forward in a totally different way. That's why these are moments where there's a before and after. In everything that has to do with your day-to-day life, your routine, the way you do your job, the way you earn money or your profession. At 15, there's something you're going to be cutting off and saying, this is no longer necessary. There's no need for me to stay in this routine to do things this way. There will be news coming. Pay attention. News is coming. It could be a message, an email, a WhatsApp from someone. That message you needed to hear, with which you'll be reaching a conclusion. It's the perfect message, and it tells you, that's the way. Now I know what I have to do. His message is also closely related to economic matters. Let's see what else we have. Capricornio. General energy available. Capricornio. It's also about being mentally flexible with what needs to change in your project, in your work, in the way you generate resources. Not everything has to be so structured, so fixed, but the energy is telling you otherwise. We could do this differently. We could make a change here. Open up to this change. You have here the Page of Wands. We have the King of Cups, and here we have the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands. Well, it's important to see here as well that you can see a Capricorn who takes his time. Also to analyze, to stop, to take that moment, to see things from the outside, to start taking a pause before making the first move, to evaluate, to think, to plan for the future. How do you want to see yourself? Where do you want to see yourself? What will the next step you take be like? What will that new future look like? What I feel is that you are going to be closing something. Have you made the decision here to close a stage of your work and professional life? That looks pretty clear. Not because it didn't work out, but because now you're going to be focused on a completely new stage. It's like starting to build a new stability in your life, starting to support yourself in a different way. It's like your vision is changing. It's sending you signals, messages, information that's opening your eyes. It's changing your outlook. So, are you starting to head in a new direction? Are you about to take that first step? I feel like there's a lot of curiosity and eagerness to move forward with these new things, with this new stage at work, but step by step, not before taking that first step, facing that new stability. There's something that needs to be closed, something that needs to be left behind in order to make room for the new things that are about to come into your life. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have in the oracle. The changes and transformation that are going to happen in the work and financial area are really very positive changes. These are changes that will really bring you peace, that will bring you tranquility, that will give you time for yourself. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see, dear Capricorn, what's your advice from the oracle? You have here, it says be yourself. It tells you, why do you only see your flaws? Demand yourself to know more than you do. Try to seem like what you're not. Try to fit in where you don't belong. Each of your services has to be simple and smooth. Be yourself, free, light, abundant, and generous. You are inspiring when you let go of masks and pretensions. To let go, to let go. Capricornio. This is what we've seen. For all of you, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.